The Solo Show is brought to you by Victor Naraki Realtor, serving Disney and the greater Orlando area with celebratingflorida.com and disneyatyourdoorstep.com.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
And Dan, I only want one thing from you.
What's that?
And that's everything.
I should have saw that coming.
It truly is the most wonderful time of the year as Stan welcomes conductor Dan Hansen from the Grand Circle Tour podcast for our preview of Survivor Season 50. Next on The Solo Show.
Hello, I'm Realtor Victor Naraki, and at one time I had created a search for you online for homes near Disney World. I wanted to take a moment to introduce you to my brand new website. Same name, new functionality, celebratingflorida.com. If you're still looking for property near Disney World, please take a look at the website. If it's a future wish, visit disneyatyourdoorstep.com for all my social media links. Thank you, and hopefully we will talk soon.
Welcome to Survivor 50, the greatest adventure on television. We chose you, and all we want is everything. Whoa! Drive! Never done a season like this.
Now I see Zach Brown on Survivor. It's a Billie Eilish boomerang idol. Jimmy Fallon may decide by fate in this game. I brought a briefcase.
Hello and welcome to another edition of The Solo Show. I am Stan Solo as always, and joining me today from the Grand Circle Tour podcast is my good friend and yours, Conductor Dan Hansen. Dan, welcome to The Solo Show, and how are you today, my friend?
I am doing awesome. I am so excited for this season of Survivor to start. Let's go.
No kidding. And Dan, I only want one thing from you.
What's that?
And that's everything.
I should have saw that coming.
I like the way he says that in that trailer.
I mean, was there ever a host better on any show than Jeff Probst? At the end of all time, when people look back at TV shows, he's going to go down as one of, if not the best.
Yeah, no, I agree. The I gotta say though, the host for Amazing Race Canada,
okay,
he won the bobsled or skeleton or something like that in 2010 Olympics.
Really?
He's hosting Amazing Race Canada. He is really, really good. How no one else, like the Americans, haven't picked him up to make him, kind of a bit bigger. You know how Amazing Race Canada, they have the challenges and stuff like that. Like they have to jump off a bridge, or they got to do these crazy stunts. Well, he does those.
Oh,
like he'll say they have to climb up to the top of this tower and then they got to jump off, and he'll jump off and parachute down or something like that. Like he's really good. But other than as far as international, Jeff Probst for sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of talk a little bit about the upcoming Survivor 50. We're going to make kind of talk about each survivor a little bit, and then Dan and I are going to play a little game where we're going to each pick 8 survivors, and if one of the survivors we pick comes in first, we get 3 points. If one of our survivors come in second, we get 2 points, and if one of our survivors come in third, we get 1 point. So potential 6 points. We're going to pick 8 each, and there's going to be 8 survivors that neither one of us pick.
Ooh.
So I think that's going to make it interesting.
I'm predicting an 8-way tie for first, and I'm going to get all the points.
The math isn't mathing when you say an 8-way tie, but okay. So we're going to talk a little bit about the survivors. We'll talk a little bit about some of the things about the upcoming season. We want to talk a little bit about who should they have had that isn't here. And there's going to be celebrities on this one for that. They don't do that too often.
I have theories. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk a little bit about that. So the Road to Survivor 50 has been playing for the past few week and a half before this, kind of reintroducing us to these survivors from the past, because these are all past survivors.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch any of those, Dan?
I did. I watched a bunch of them. I didn't watch all of them. Okay. I probably watched all of them in a few minutes at least of all of them. Okay. I just didn't have time to watch every single one of them, but I thought it was a great idea. I mean, listen, especially now, middle of winter, most people are cooped up in their house. I thought it was a great idea to put them on.
Yeah, I really enjoyed those because I'm like, I'm like a goldfish, Yeah. As soon as the episode's over, I forget who got sent home, and never mind.
Well, I think there's a lot of people like that. I mean, I'm probably a crazy person when it comes to this, where I, watch replays and like years later of these seasons, but not everyone's like me. So I think people are more like you, Stan, where you kind of forget about these people after a while.
Yeah.
You remember the main ones. You remember, the faces that really did something. But, I have to admit, I mean, I think the cast came out like, I don't know, a year or whatever it was a year ago. And a few of them I had to be like, wait, who's that again?
Yeah. Most of them I was like that, honestly. There was a few that I remember him.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go one by one. Starting off with season 1, Survivor 1, Borneo. Dan, you start us off.
All right. So season 1, we have Jenna. Jenna came in 8th place from Borneo, and then she was also in All Stars season 8, and she came in 3rd place in All Stars. So she's the lone representative for season 1. I think they had to pick someone from season 1, right? She's been there twice. I think she has a compelling story of someone that did really good on the All Stars. It just didn't quite get there. So we'll see how her story is, but I like it. I like Jenna.
Yeah, and she's from Franklin, New Hampshire, 48 years old. So she was probably one of the younger ones in season 1, I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was.
She's only 48 now. So she's one of the, let's face it, she's one of the younger ones this season.
Yeah. Well, that's probably one of the reasons they grabbed her, because she was the only one not too old to play.
Yeah. If you remember in All Stars, she rallied to vote at the beginning to vote off all the previous winners when she was on All Stars. I'm wondering if she's going to do that again, because there's a lot of previous winners this season.
I think that you're going to see a lot of people take different approaches because these are supposed to be the best of the best. I did my research. I'm sure they did their research, right? If Dan Hansen's sitting there, on TikTok watching videos, I'm sure these guys are doing it. So we're not the only ones that remember that she went after the winners.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Who's next, Dan? You name them all and we'll talk about them.
All right. Next we have Colby Donaldson, who I think is one of the more popular survivors of all time. He played 3 times. Survivor 2 is where he's known for the most, the Australian Outback, where he came in 2nd to Tina. Everyone remembers that. Then he played season 8 with Jenna, by the way. He came in 12th place there. Very disappointing. And then Survivor 20, Heroes versus Villains, he came in 5th place, which was a better spot than I think what he should have gotten. Because if you remember, the plot of season 20 was that he had lost it and he was doing really, really bad. And they were just keeping him around because he was an easy vote out later. Almost.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. He started off in season 2 being a complete comp beast.
Yep.
And
he was the best. He was the first comp beast of the show.
Well, it was season 2.
Yeah, I know. But that's why we never heard the word comp beast until Colby came around.
Yeah. And then All Stars in season 8, he didn't do as well in the competitions. And then season 20, Heroes versus Villains, he did even worse in the competitions. Yeah. Now he's 51 years old.
Yeah.
He's from Austin, Texas. I don't know. I got a feeling, is he going to show up as a comp beast again, or he's in good shape when you see him? Yeah.
I mean, I would think that he does not want to fall into the same trap of being a liability almost.
Yeah.
And I would think he put a lot of work into this. I could be wrong. I have no inside information. That's just my thought.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he does.
Yeah.
Next
we have Stephanie LaGrossa. Stephanie is probably most famous for her first season 10, Plow. She came in 7th place, but the thing with that season is she was the first, and I believe only, person to have her whole tribe decimated, and she was a tribe of 1. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Now, how did that happen? Because she couldn't have won immunity because her tribe
was one of the first seasons where they had 3 tribes.
Right.
So there was, I don't know, what is there? Probably 4. She was probably the 15th person, right? The first 6. I don't know if there was 7 on a tribe at the time or 6 on a tribe.
So was everybody voting and then you went back to your own tribes, or one of your own tribe was voting? Because if it was only your own tribe was voting, it'd be just the 2 of them, and the other person went home and she was a tribe of 1 left.
Yeah. You mean had that last one? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah. How did you
only 2 of them?
Was it a fire competition or?
No, I think what happened was it was an immunity challenge that she won. And then when they went to tribal council, it was she couldn't get voted out. So it was just 2.
But if it was immunity challenge, and her tribe wouldn't go to council.
No, it was some kind of individual where one person from each tribe got immunity. You know how they do so that one time?
Oh, okay.
There was like 3 winners, you know?
Yeah.
And she got it. I believe that's what happened. I could be wrong.
I was trying to remember it. I meent to check it up. I never got a chance to, but yeah. She's from Dunlin, Florida, 46 years old. These first few we go through are getting up there in age.
Yeah, they are. But you know what? I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for these. And by the way, I didn't finish. She was on, that was Survivor 10 that we were talking about. Then she came back the next year, Survivor 11 Guatemala, and she came in second place. And then she also came in Heroes versus Villains and did terrible. Came in almost last, I believe, 19th place. Yeah. That had to have been second to last, probably.
Yeah, exactly. All righty, who's next?
We have everyone's favorite Sari Fields. Sari, she just won't go away. This will be her 5th time playing Survivor. Yep. She started on Survivor 12 Panama Exile Island, came in 4th place. Survivor 16 Micronesia Fans versus Favorites, 3rd place. Survivor 20 Heroes vs. Villains, 17th place. And then Survivor 34 Game Changer, she came in 6th place. She was also on the Traders, which I don't know if Traders is popular in Canada, but right now Traders is huge in the U.S. It's probably
I gotta start watching it. It sounds good.
Yeah. And spoiler out there, if you guys haven't watched it yet, Sari wins Traders too.
I gotta watch it.
I understand. At some point, years later, yeah. I don't know what to tell you. It's years later after she won.
Okay. Maybe watch the newest season.
But she did really, really well. Sari has this thing about her where it's like so funny. Even when I was watching her on Traders, they just bring her to the end. And she was on Big Brother too. Remember, she was on Big Brother.
She was on Big Brother as well,
and she did pretty well there as well. And Big Brother is different where you're watching it almost every day. And every day I would say to myself, why aren't these people voting her out? Like, what is going on?
Well, and that's the thing. Like she's the self-proclaimed couch potato that was sitting at home going, I can do this. There's no reason I can't do this. And so she signed up and she got voted on. Jeff tells her story all the time. And she doesn't help out around camp. She's really bad at challenges. She brings your team down in challenges. And she gets everybody to do her bidding. She just has something about her that they'll do what she tells them to do.
Yep. I agree.
They don't, 55 years old.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to, go ahead and I'll say something.
55 years old from Jersey City, New Jersey. What else is there about her, Dan?
I was just going to mention that Colby, Stephanie, Sari, and someone we're going to talk about in a second, Coach, all were on the Heroes vs. Villains season. So just interesting to see that.
Yeah. And with this appearance, it will be her 5th, like you said, that will tie her with Boston Rob and Ozzy, I think, isn't it? Or is it Coach?
Ozzy. Who win. Nice transition. Nice transition there, Stan.
Yes.
Because next up, we have Ozzy, who was on Survivor 13 Cook Islands, came in 2nd place. He became a huge fan favorite there. Then he was on 16 fan versus favorites, and that was 9th place. Survivor 23 South Pacific, he came in 4th. And then Survivor 34 was Game Changers, his most disappointing season, and he came in 12th place. What do you think about Ozzy?
So Ozzy's one of my all-time favorites. When I think of my favorite survivors, Ozzy's there. He's been one of my favorite. He's a comp beast, and that's why they want to get rid of him. He helps out around camp way more than he should.
Do you remember what type of competitions he's best in?
He swims like a dolphin. This guy
swims like a dolphin, right? And if you've noticed, the last couple of years they only have 1 or 2 water challenges, and some of those water challenges aren't even like swimming. It's just that one where you're you're running through the water, or that one where you're like trying to breathe through the the jail cell thing, as the tide comes in, like that kind of stuff. So my prediction is they're going to throw in a crazy water swimming challenge just to show off Ozzy's strength.
I hope so, because I really like this guy. He's like the polar opposite of Sari.
Yeah.
Like he helps out around camp. He's a complete comp beast, but he can't talk to anybody into doing anything.
Yeah.
His social game isn't there.
Speaking of Sari, he's played with her twice as well, so it's something to look out for.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to be seeing people that play together teaming up, forming alliances?
I do. I have some theories, and I'm going to get into this a little bit more when I make my picks. But I think one of the things is if you look back at Survivor, was it 40? Wonders at War? Was that 40? Yeah, I think that was 40. you saw people like Tony come together with Sarah, but then they brought in a new person with them, right? Like I forget who it was, but one of the people that was
or
gone.
to each bring in one.
Yeah, exactly.
Another tactic. Yeah,
and that strategy seems to work.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be old school versus new school, and I think that's the lines they're going to draw in the sand. That
could be. Yeah, I can see that too. Yeah. So he's 44 years old, which isn't too bad with this group, and he's originally from Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes. All righty, who's next here?
Next is Coach Benjamin Wade. Survivor 18 came in 5th place. Survivor 20, Heroes vs. Villains, came in 12th place, and then Survivor 23. South Pacific came in 2nd place.
Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts on Coach?
I mean, Coach is brilliant TV, right? He is always entertaining. His confessionals are great. I don't know if you saw, but when they apparently touched down from after the show, someone grabbed them, like one of these paparazzi guys, and he looked right in the camera. He's like, FYI, I won the whole thing, right? Obviously, that probably means he didn't win, right? But it's just such a Coach thing to do, right?
I'm picking Coach first. Yeah, he's got to be one of the most unpredictable, unreal, and entertaining survivors we ever had.
Right. I agree. I mean, we're talking a second about people who we wish were on the show, but Coach is one where it's like, he belongs on the show. Yeah. Right.
The self-proclaimed Dragon Slayer.
And by the way, the dragon was I forget who it was, but it wasn't anyone that great. I
know. Wasn't it the nerdy guy? And he's from Susanville, California, and he's now 54 years old. So he's kind of, he's one of the older ones there.
Yeah.
Even for this group. Alrighty, next.
All right, so now we start transitioning because Coach's first season was Survivor 18. In the 20s, we had a few of the, Heroes vs. Villains, and we had South Pacific, where you had a couple people come back. That was that era.
Yeah.
But if you talk about first seasons, you go from 18 with Coach all the way to 32, right? Yeah. So there's a huge jump there. And these people in the 30s, by the way, are still considered old school by the letter of the law, which, by the way, is Jeff Probst. He's the one that defines these laws. Mm-hmm. And he says anything earlier than 40 is old school. So take that for what it's worth. I think these people are kind of somewhere in the middle. Right, I think they're half new school, half old school.
I would put the new school people that point when they started to give them a lot of food.
Yeah,
there used to be a lot of rewards where you get meals.
Yeah,
and then they kind of stopped doing that, and that kind of was the new school.
Yeah,
almost.
Yep. All right, so that next person is Aubrey Bracco. She was on Survivor 32, where she came in 2nd place, and a lot of people thought she should have won that game. Right. Yeah. Then she was also on Game Changers, which she came in 5th place, which I think is a good sign for Aubrey. She could, it might be a bad sign because people know that she's good when all the returning players come back. Mm-hmm. And then she also was on Edge of Extinction, 16th place. Didn't do too well there.
So considering she's been on 3 times, I'd hardly remember her at all.
Really?
Yeah, I have a hard time placing her. I don't know. Even after watching the flashback episodes that we saw for the past week.
I'm shocked.
Remembering her.
Okay.
But she's from Hampton Falls, New Hampshire, and 40 years old. So she's a youngin'.
Yeah, youngin' in this group.
Yeah.
Next, we have Chrissy. Chrissy's one of the ones where after I did some research, I know who Chrissy is, but I did kind of forget who she was. She's came in 2nd place in Survivor 35, Heroes, Healers versus Hustlers. And she did really good competition-wise for a female. And I think, does she hold the record? Is she tied for the record?
She was the first one to get the record, and she's tied now.
Yeah.
For the most wins for a female individual immunity in a single season.
How old is she?
She's 55 years old.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She's one of 3 players that are 55, which is the oldest.
Wow.
The 3 that are 55. Yeah. And she's from the Villages in Florida.
Oh, very cool.
In the end, she came in 2nd, and it's surprising she hasn't been back before this.
Yeah.
For a 2nd place win. So many fans have been clamoring for her to come back. So they're getting their payoff now.
Yeah. Love it. Now, by the way, none of these people that we're going to talk about, including Chrissy's the first, where none of these people have played twice. I believe. I could be
Correct.
wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
they're all single.
they're all single players, because the only returning season after 35 was 40, which was Winners of War. You had to be a winner, obviously, to be on that season.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had one, I think there was one season where a few people came back, right? For some kind of like twist or something.
Yeah.
So, all right. Next, we have Christian, one of my all-time favorites, got to be honest.
Yeah.
He was on the season 37, David versus Goliath, and he came in 7th place. I thought he actually did better if I had to bet on it before I read up on it, just because he's so memorable to me. Is that the same for you? You remember him?
Yeah, I figured he came in like 3rd worst.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quirky guy. He was definitely on the David tribe. And a good representation of what David was, I think.
Yep.
But again, a good TV guy, in my opinion.
Yeah. He was a robotics professor in real life.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And crazy good at puzzles.
Yes.
It was his strong suit. He was also extremely likable. In fact, he was too likable. And the reason why he didn't do so well was because everybody knew they wouldn't win against him.
Yep. And
that's why he got voted out early. His own allies voted him out because they're like, we're not going to win against this guy if he makes it to the end. And if he does well in puzzles the rest of the way, he's going to make it to the end. From Tallahassee, Florida, and he's 40 years old.
Awesome. Next, we have Angelina Keeley. Angelina's from Survivor 37, David versus Goliath, where she came in 3rd place. And I think she's best known for asking for the jacket at the end of Tribal Council.
Hang on.
Oh, you have the question?
Natalie, is there any way I could have your jacket? Natalie?
Natalie, tribe has spoken.
Thank you, Jeff.
Natalie?
Time for you to go.
Thank you.
Nothing.
Is it worth $1 million?
Guess not.
Natalie. Yeah. There's another thing, too, that she's really well known for. She was the first one to barter with Jeff for a reward.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And what is she, well, you probably have her occupation. Is she like a lawyer or something, or?
Actually, no, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I
think she was like some kind of negotiator type thing. I think that's why they had her.
Okay. Yeah.
But she is good TV as well. I remember when her season ended, I said to myself, this girl's going on to other reality stuff, because she just seems like the type to create a little bit of chaos sometimes, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And she's 36 years old, from San Diego, California. There's so many from either California or Florida. It's like, I swear more than half of them are from California.
Well, also, I will say that these are their new homes, right? I'm sure, like the villages. Chrissy didn't live in the villages when she was younger, because you have to be, I think, over 55 to live there now.
Oh, okay, maybe. I don't know. I didn't look up where they were from. And
yeah. So you would think after they get a little fame, you know, people move to California and Florida. So, all right. Next, by the way, this next person is the 3rd from David and Goliath. So you have Christian, you have Angelina, and you have the next, which is Mike White, all from David and Goliath. And Mike White went to the finale with Angelina. He came in 2nd place. And, you know, Mike White is very, very famous. He is the producer, I guess, or executive producer of White Lotus.
Writer and director and producer, I believe.
Yeah, director, everything, right? So Mike is very, very, popular out there. I know he's good friends with Jeff Probst. Jeff has said this many times. And there's a big rumor out there that he probably would have won that season, but he went in feeling super guilty that he didn't need the money and didn't give it his all in the finale. Yeah,
he said that afterwards in interviews, that he didn't try very hard in the finale, that he felt guilty because he already had $1 million. And he's going up against a single mom. Exactly. Or someone who has a single mom or something like that. But he's 55 years old. So he's the 3rd one of the 55-year-old group, and from Santa Monica, California. Do you think him being the White Lotus and being a friend to Jeff, like, does he want to get voted out early? He just kind of like, I'm just doing this for a favor.
I wouldn't be shocked if he came in early, but I also wouldn't be shocked if no one votes him out because they all want to get a guest spot on White Lotus.
I was going to ask you that. Can that be a tactic? I'm doing White Lotus season 4. I'm looking for some, background people. If you don't vote for me,
Which and by the way, if you don't know, there are numerous survivors, past survivors that have been on White Lotus. This is what he does. He casts his friends in small parts.
Yeah, exactly. So he could use that as an advantage.
Yeah, for sure. All these people want to be famous, I'm sure. Otherwise, you don't want to be on TV. Why would you be on Survivor, right?
Yeah.
All right, next, another one of my personal favorites is Rick Devens, news anchor Rick Devens. He was on Survivor 38 the year after David and Goliath on Edge of Extinction, and he came in 4th place.
Yeah, he was entertaining on the show because he would do his reporter once in a while, his reporter voice, and kind of give us updates.
Yeah, and he went on a really good run. He went on an immunity run. Where he was kind of supposed to be dead. Did he go to Edge of Extinction? I think
he has exactly.
Yeah, I think so. And he got some advantages, and then he played his idols the right way. And anytime you do that on Survivor, the audience is gonna love you. So
he's 41 years old, and he's from Macon, California.
Yep,
or Macon, Macon, California.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty.
Next, we have Jonathan Young. I mean, talk about comp beast. This guy won everything. He was on Survivor 42, where he came in 4th place. Big guy. How old is he? You have that info,
He's 33 years old.
All right, so he's still young enough, and he's going to dominate the challenges. I'm sure of it.
Yeah. He's one of the most physically fit and biggest survivors we've ever seen. He's like Thor, basically. But he has a hard time with his social game.
He does.
He's hopefully, he's been out for a long time, so hopefully he had a chance to work on that.
And not only that, but obviously people are gonna keep you around, right, in the tribal part. But once he goes to individual, the first chance people get, they're gonna try to vote you out unless you have some connections. Yeah. So it's important for him to get a good good group early.
Yeah.
Next, we have Emily Flippin. She is from Survivor 45, where she came in 7th place. And, I think Emily had one of the more full circle story arcs in Survivor history. If you remember her first hour, I think it was that first time meeting Jeff, she said something about, she didn't like people, or she was afraid, or she was going to go after some of the people.
Yeah.
And then she kind of realized what this game was all about, and actually ended up doing pretty well.
Yeah, she came on really strong.
Really?
Yep. Yeah. And I remember just hating her when she first came on the show, and she turned it around. She had a chat with one of her fellow tribesmen, and they said, you're a little bit too aggressive. You got to tone it down a bit. And she took the advice to heart and did very well with it.
Yep.
Completely changed your game and quickly became, and she's now one of my favorite all-time survivors because she was able to do that. The question is, which Emily is going to show up? Is it going to be, I'm here to beat everybody, to get out of my way? Or is she going to be the, hey, let's all work together and I'll do what you say?
Yeah. If I had to guess, it would be the latter, because that's when she started doing well in the show.
Yeah.
But who knows? I think I can see both sides.
She knows when to zig and she knows when to zag. Was she the one that we did the solo show Survivor season? Was that the season we did?
It it could have been, right? It was probably 3 years ago. 2 years ago.
I think so.
Yeah, could have been.
Okay. Alrighty.
All right. Next. So we have we went through a lot of them.
Sorry, it was 46 that we did.
Oh, 46. Okay.
Yeah.
So we went through a lot of them here. And we have no winners. Well, that's going to stop right now, because the final 10, we have 3 winners, actually. And it's going to start with D, Survivor 45. She won it. D went on also to go on a TV show, MTV The Challenge, which is my second favorite TV show of all time. Mm-hmm. And I think she is awesome on The Challenge as well. She's strong. She's smart. She's spunky. She's one of my favorites in the new era by far, and I think she could do really, really well this year.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know what? She did have the power to send people home or send people out without them feeling resentful.
Yeah,
that was something that she was really good at. She's 26 years old and from Miami, Florida.
Yep. Next we have the first of 3 from Survivor 46.
Yeah, it was 46 that we did.
Okay, so they probably picked 3 people from Survivor 46 because
they probably listen to our podcast.
Yeah, because of our show. Obviously.
Yeah, people, Stan and Dan like this episode this season.
Yeah, I mean that's what it was. So the first person we have is Q. It's funny when I laugh when I say Q, right? That should tell you all about Q. He came in 6th place. Wow, I can't believe he did that well, actually.
I know, eh?
And I'll say this. Maybe I'm giving a little too much away from my my picks later. I don't think Q has a shot in heck to win this game.
I think he might do well if he has an idol in his Q skirt.
Is the Q skirt going to make an appearance?
Probably. How can it not?
Or is there going to be something new, like a new fashion statement?
Yeah, probably. He's 31 years old, and he's from Gammon, Tennessee. I was never more happy to see somebody leave. He was so annoying when he left.
He is on the show. There are some people that were selected just to be a personality on the show, right? I think Coach might be one of them. Mm-hmm. He was definitely one of them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So,
all right.
Next, we have the second person from Survivor 46, and that's Charlie. And Charlie came in 2nd place. Some say he should have won that season. Some may be being Dan Hansen, but whatever. Charlie's one of my favorites too. I really like Charlie. I really did.
Yeah, same here. He was a self-proclaimed Swiftie, Star Wars, and Harry Potter fan, and he really knew an awful lot about Taylor Swift.
I remember us doing the solo show recap episode after he listed all the Taylor Swift songs, and both of us were like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, he went head-to-head against Ben, and Ben was naming Metallica songs, and he was doing Taylor Swift songs, and he hosed Ben in that challenge. He lost the final vote. He came in 2nd place. He lost it by 1 vote,
and it was his buddy. Who was it?
Yeah.
Who was it? What was her name?
I can't remember. It was one of his allies, though.
Yeah, it was his ally, and she was just bitter because they made an agreement that they couldn't go against each other in the end, and that they made an agreement that they were going to vote each other out. Like, you made that agreement, and then you go ahead and you vote him out of spite, and you cost him the game and a legendary status, in my opinion. So I think he's going to come in very hard into this season.
I hope so. So Charlie is 26 years old, and he's from Boston.
Okay. Next, you have Tiffany from Survivor 46, the 3rd of the 3 from the 46th. She came in 8th place. I thought Tiffany was good. I was a little surprised to see her chosen for this season.
Yeah.
Especially since you already have 2 other people from 46. Mm-hmm. But sometimes those people go to the end in these types of seasons. Yeah.
And she had a very close alliance with Q early on, and he was kind of forming his Q group or whatever it was he was calling his Q tip. I don't know. He was getting his Q alliance, and she wanted to go against somebody in the alliance, and he turned on her like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he wanted nothing, and he rallied to vote her out, even though they were a part of the alliance. She's 35 years old and from Los Angeles, California. And she ended up leaving with an idol in her pocket.
She did, yeah.
As well, yeah.
I don't know. I know it's out there because people have seen all the previews and they've looked at the buff colors, so people know who's on what tribe, and maybe even it was announced on CBS.
I think they announced it, but I did
that. Yeah, I think so. I didn't look at it because I do want to be surprised.
Yeah,
but I would be shocked if any of these are on the same.
They got to be on the separate tribes.
They have to be on 3 different tribes.
Yeah.
So next you have Genevieve, Survivor 47, and she came in 5th place. She's another one where I didn't really remember too much. After I did some recap watches on YouTube, I kind of remember a little bit more.
Okay.
What about you?
I remember her very well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Mainly because of where she's from. She's from my home city, Winnipeg, Manitoba. She's a Canadian, yeah. Okay. And 34 years old. And I tried like heck to get her to come on the solo show. I found her business email address and kept emailing her. It's like several days trying to say, hey, I got this podcast. I'm also from Winnipeg. I like to talk about Survivor. I'd love it if you could come on anytime you're available. I know you have to wait till after the show comes out and all this and that. and I never heard boo. But I did hear on an interview on a local radio station, and I was tempted to snatch it, and just pretend I was interviewing her by cutting it and editing it. I should have done that.
Right now, he's not really co-hosting with Dan Hansen. By the way, I really co-hosted another podcast, and he's
just editing Dan in. We recorded these separately, actually.
She
was really good at her social game.
That's right, Bob.
Oh, Ken, can you fix that part where he changes that to Stan? Alrighty, where are we?
Next one, we have our second winner, which is Kyle, Survivor 48. He's another one of my favorites from the new era. I thought he was a good winner. I thought he played pretty well throughout, and I'm happy Kyle's back.
Yeah, he was really good at his social game as well.
Yeah,
he was good at that. And he's from your neck of the woods. He's from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, I see. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and 48 years old.
Very cool.
But from the new era, he's up there in age too, because most of them are 30s or earlier 40s.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next we're getting into Survivor 48 just last year, and this is Joe. Joe, I think, is one of the newer fan favorites out there. He played an extremely loyal game. He's not going to win if he plays that game, though, this go around. There's too many big guns here. He has to change his game, in my opinion.
Yeah. He was one of the ones, he's probably best known for, I wish I could have wrote down her name, but was one other survivor that was on the spectrum, and she was kind of having an attack, and he hugged her and cuddled her and rubbed her back and held her hands and kind of whispered to her that you're okay. And they were on different tribes when he was doing this. And he managed to calm her down and get her, grounded and to be able to continue. And Jeff openly wept when he saw that. As the first time we saw Jeff actually get very, very emotional.
That was Eva, by the way.
That's it. Yeah, Eva. And he's from West Sacramento, California, and 45 years old.
Yeah. I could see Joe doing okay. He's just never going to win. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Unless he changes his game. We'll see.
Well, the other thing, too, is he had very strong bonds in his mind and would never break them.
Yeah, exactly.
Which was his detriment.
If I was one of these old school people, like a coach or maybe even a Suri, I think that would be good. I would get to him right away if I was on the try with him, and I would be like, me, you to the end. And I get in my head the whole time thinking, like, I'm going to vote you out at the end, but I know you're going to take me to the end.
He might have learned his lesson and vote you out, though.
So next we have also from 48 with Joe was Camilla, and she came in fourth place. I guess she lost fire if she came in fourth place. I can't remember. But Camilla had a really good storyline in the sense that no one really gave her a shot in the beginning. And then at the end, I think everyone was like rooting for her to win the whole thing,
Yeah. And she made that dual alliance with Kyle, which was probably one of the strongest dual alliances ever in Survivor. And nobody knew they were together. None of the other tribe members.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah. And obviously people know who they are now. So I wonder if they'll try to break them apart. I think, again, there's the three of them, Kyle, Joe, and Camilla. That's another threesome where, again, I didn't see the tribes, but I'd be shocked if anyone in the same tribe, right?
Yeah, but if they all make it to merge.
Yep.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We got two more left.
Both from
get to our pick soon.
Yeah, both from last season, Survivor 49. We'll say them both right now. We have the winners, Savannah, who won the whole thing, and her right-hand man was Rizzo, who ended up coming fourth place. He lost in fire. But Rizzo, I think, is one of the more eccentric people out there, and I think I don't know how people are going to react when they first meet him, because remember, the other survivors don't know who Savannah and Rizzo are, but they do know one thing. They know that they did at least decent or were good TV in order to make the Survivor 50 cast.
Yeah, exactly. And they've only had 2 weeks off, I think, between doing Survivor 49 and then Survivor 50.
I believe you're right. Yeah, it was a quick, not a lot of time.
Yep. Savannah's the one that tied the record for most individual immunity wins for a female. It was 2 weeks off between 49 and 50. If she wins this, will be the first ever winner of back-to-back seasons. She won 49, right?
Yeah. I know. Well, she'll only be the third winner of 2 seasons ever, right? It's only Sandra and Tony.
Yeah, and she's from Atlanta, Georgia, and 31 years old. And then Rizzo, he did a pre-interview kind of in between, I guess. Somehow they interviewed him. I don't know. And he said he would rather play hard and get voted off first than to play soft and go far. So what does that tell you?
Rizzo. But I could see Rizzo. See, here's the thing. Do you remember one of the maybe it was All-Stars? It was the season after Russell Hantz made it to the finals, and Russell was that new person, and everyone knows Russell. Everyone knew what type of player he was. Yeah. And he made it to the final 3 in that All-Star season. So I think Rizzo, I mean, I don't think he's much of a jerk as Russell was, but like, I could see him like kind of falling into that role. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, the thing with Rizzo too, also, he's the youngest player by far.
Oh, okay.
He's 25 years old. So I'm not sure if that's going to be, let's get this kid out, or is this going to be an advantage to him? It was going to be it's going to go one way or the other, I think, because of his age.
Yeah.
And he's from Yonkers, New York.
Yep. Right by me.
Yeah. It's going to be really interesting to see. So which survivors would you have liked to have seen that didn't come?
Just some people I was kind of shocked about. I thought maybe Rupert should have been on. I think he's just like an icon, right?
Yeah. The pirate, Rupert.
Right, Rupert the pirate. Yep. I thought, I had heard that Boston Rob turned it down. So I think
actually, I have the reason why Boston Rob turned it down right here.
That's it.
Early on, when we were discussing the season, Jeff called me and asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. But truly, I feel so fulfilled, and my journey's complete. Yeah. So I really did want someone else to have another chance.
Yeah, it was nice of Boston Rob to send that to me so you can play that. He just figured he's like Toy Story. The 3rd episode was enough, or in his case, the 5th.
I think, listen, you got the favorites. Parvati, I don't know if she was ever asked. She would have been great. Mm-hmm. I heard that there was some rumors that Elizabeth Hasselbeck might have been contacted. She's on, The View or something like that. Mm-hmm. I could see why she wasn't on it. I was surprised some people like Tony and Sandra weren't on it. They are the ones that have won all the time. So, those are some of the ones that I just popped in my head. What about you? Do you have anyone else?
Well, I mean, they already have 3 of them from Survivor 46, but I really like Ben.
Yeah, he was good.
He was so good. He was so good. Yeah. I would like to have him back. Yeah. And the other thing too is they're going to have, like, they announced in the trailers already that they're going to have some celebrities make appearances on the island. Have they done this before? I think this is something new.
This is something new. And I know a lot of people were so upset because the first trailer they put out of the season was that trailer. We mentioned the celebrities, and so many people were like, oh, they jumped the shark. What are they doing here? Right. Jimmy Fallon, Mr. Beast. Who else?
Zach Brown.
Zach Brown, right?
Billie Eilish.
I do have a theory. You want to hear my theory?
Yeah.
I think there's going to be an exile island this year, and the celebrity is going to be on the island with them.
Oh,
that's how they're going to bring it.
Good guess. Yeah, I can see it. It's only two of the survivors are going to actually meet the celebrities.
Well, I think maybe one celebrity
or however many go to Exile Island.
Yeah, exactly. However many actually end up going.
Yeah, well, probably if there's 3 tribes, I know that much. There's 3 tribes, so
yeah,
it would be
or maybe losing. Maybe even Redemption Island. Maybe they throw that back. Remember, that's after you get voted off.
I can't see them bringing that back. You think?
Maybe.
So?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't. That's why I said Exile Island.
Yeah, I think Exile. Okay, that's gonna be. Do you think there'll be more than just the 4 they announced? Billie Eilish, Zach Brown, Jimmy Fallon, and Mr. Beast?
No, and only because I think they want to use it
in advertising.
Yeah, right. Don't you think that?
Yeah, I agree. I felt the same way. I felt the exact same way. All righty, Danny, let's get to our picks here. I'll let you pick first.
You want me to go first?
I'll let you go first. You're the guest. I mean, the odds of you taking my first one I would think is pretty unlikely.
I think my first one. You know what? I'm changing my first one now. I'm gonna.
Maybe it will be likely.
I don't think this person's gonna win. I think this person's gonna get to the final.
That's a good one to pick then for sure.
No. You said points for the first, second, and third.
Right. Okay.
And I think this person might get to the will get to the finals because they always get to the finals in everything that they do. and that's Suri. I'm going to go with Suri.
Okay, Suri. All right. I think she's going to be one of the first ones voted off.
Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't have picked that person.
That's what I think. I got to go for the hometown girl.
All right.
Genevieve. Genevieve is going to be my number one, only because she's from Winnipeg, and I cheered for her like crazy in Survivor 47 when she came in fourth. And she's a lawyer by trade. She got a good head on her shoulders. I think she'll know when to play. What to play.
All right.
Okay. What do you got?
So there is some strategy here. So I'm just not picking at random. And this strategy was, I have this website where you could like bet on random things, right? Mm-hmm. Like you could bet on who's going to be the next president of the United States and things like that. And I just happened to be scrolling through it, looking to see if there was an Olympic. Not that I'm betting on the Olympics, but I wanted to see what the odds were for the American and the Canadian team, which, by the way, the Americans won. Just wanted to throw that out there.
The Americans didn't win. Their goalie won. Hallebuck won the gold medal. Who happens to play for the Winnipeg Jets.
If it was up to the Canadians, they would use their fingers to poke the puck into the net. Like, whatever.
They were trying that, but they're at the other end of the zone. It doesn't work. You have to be closer. The poke doesn't work that far away.
But anyway, I saw betting odds for Survivor 50 winners. Now, I know Survivor's super locked up tight with this stuff, so I would be shocked if any of this is true. But the person who had the best betting odds was Aubrey.
Really?
So I know you don't like Aubrey, so that was a waste of a pick because I don't think you would have picked her.
She's the second one to go home.
All right, I'm going to go Aubrey.
All right. Okay. Go ahead and waste your vet vote. That's fine.
What are you going with?
Okay, I'm going to go with the one that I hated the first time I saw her, and as the season went on, I grown to really, really enjoy her because I think she plays a smart game because of that. Like she's able to switch what she needs to do, and I said in the when we're talking about them she's able to zig or zag, and that's Emily.
Nice. Okay, I like that pick.
Yeah, Emily's my second pick, and it's because of her style of play.
Okay. All right. I think old school player is going to win. So I was tempted on just picking like the 7 oldest people here. Mm-hmm. We're picking 7 people, right? Is that what we're doing?
No, we're 8.
8. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's even more. So out of those first 8, I'm gonna do the same strategy as I did with Suri. Don't necessarily think this guy may win, but I think he has a shot to make the finals, and that's Coach. He's done it before. The last time he was on, made it to the finals. I could see people not voting him out because he's just so weird, and they just don't take him seriously.
Plus, he said in an interview that I win the whole thing.
That's true. He's a terrible picks. I'm sorry. Maybe I should.
He's actually my third one to go home. My picks.
All right, my real picks are going to come out. Start next.
Okay. So for my third one, Survivor loves having it where this person broke the record for this. This person broke the record for that. They're the first one. They hung the longest on the telephone pole. Ooh. They haven't had a back-to-back winner ever.
Wow.
And I think they could tweak it the way they want because they know the strengths of these survivors once they get into the individual immunities. So I'm picking Savannah Louie as my third pick and she'll be the first ever back-to-back winner.
All right. I don't think that's happening.
Right.
But you know what? I wasn't even going to pick this guy, but just because you pick Savannah, I do think an old school person is going to win. I'm going to pick Rizzo just because you picked Savannah.
Okay. All right. That's good because I had Rizzo down as my fourth one to go home. So that works out really well for me. Alrighty, who do I have for number 4? Oh my gosh! So why did I pick this guy? I have him written down. I'm gonna remind myself. What? Oh yes, the challenge beast that had the really bad social game. He's had a lot of time to work on his social game, and I got a feeling he's going to. Dan's writing it down before he even say his name. Jonathan is going to be my pick for number 4.
I will say, all jokes aside, I had him as like my number 2 person. I don't know why I didn't pick him. It's silly for me picking Rizzo just now. I should have.
I don't know why I got one of yours.
I like that. I think it's good because he might be able to go on one of these crazy runs that just gets him to the finals, and people just have to give him $1 million, or maybe $2 million. Who knows what it's going to be?
Yeah.
So, all right. I'm going to go back to my strategy of just taking old school players.
Okay.
And I'm going to start. I don't think Jen is going to win, though. I'm not sure about Colby. Next one's Stephanie. I'll go with Stephanie.
Okay. And why is that?
You know why? Because I'm just starting at the oldest person and going down. Okay. And I just didn't think I don't like Jenna winning, and I don't think Colby's going to win it. And Stephanie was next up, so I'm taking her.
All right. I think she's the fifth one to go home. That's my pick. All right. Okay. This guy, well, I'm not sure. I guess Survivor 37, David versus Goliath. He came in 7th place, and he was crazy good at the puzzles. Christian.
I like that pick too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Christian. All right.
So I'm picking people that I think are going to do well in individual immunities, which is oftentimes the reason why they get rid of people.
Yeah. I do like. Oof. All right, I'm going to switch it up. I can't take all old school players. All right, here's one. Here's a random prediction. I think this guy is going to come in a completely different player than when they played the first time.
Don't tell me.
If they do this, and they even do decent to come in the top 7, may be able to go down in Survivor lore as the best person ever if he can do it. And I also know for a fact, because I saw your list, that you have this person listed as 6th to go, and that's Joe
Hunter.
Is that who you're gonna pick?
No. Oh, to go 6? Oh, for sure. Yeah, easy. Easy. He's gonna go 6. Well, I'm glad. That was a random pick for you.
Was it a random pick? I had it in the back of my head as someone who I think it wasn't a random pick. I kind of thought about it. If I had to just bet my life on it, I don't think he's going to do that. But I think that if he does, he has a chance to do very well.
Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to do a random pick. And my random pick is going to be very random. In fact, I'm going to do the Wheel of Names, and I'm going to pick from the Wheel of Names.
He's literally got a wheel, ladies and gentlemen, in front of us.
And I'm going to let fate decide.
He's spinning the wheel. Is this on video too, or is this just podcast?
Just podcast.
Okay. All right. It is Tiffany.
There we go. Tiffany is.
I was going to say the Wheel of Destiny says that Tiffany is going to win.
Here we are. All right. Who's your what are we at? Number 7?
This will be my 7, so I need 2 more. I'm going to go with. The more I look at it, the more I think none of these guys can win the game. So someone has to win, right?
Dan doesn't want any more. He's happy with his.
Hey, I'm good with my list.
You can have my next.
I'm not even good with it. I'm not good with my list. I got to be honest.
You want to try the wheel? You want to do the wheel?
No. I don't like that.
Okay.
You know what? Just because I like him, and I think he is going to be out for bloods, considering he should have won the first time. I'll go with Charlie.
Oh, good one. Mr. Charlie Davies. All right. I'm going to load up the wheel again, and let's give this thing another spin. Oh, no. The one I did not want the most came up. Q. This wheel sucks.
Definitely not doing it.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Whose idea was this?
Should I do a wheel? I don't like putting my hands, my fate into destiny.
All right.
So I'm gonna go with. Oh my goodness! You know what? I think she's really, really good, just in general. Because I like her on the challenge as well. I'm gonna go with D.
D. Okay. Yeah. All righty. So there's 9 left.
Yep. By the way, we'll put the final 8. You're gonna take one of these 9, right? And then there's 8 others, and that'll be the listeners.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be the listeners.
I'll write those down in a second.
Okay. All right.
Are you gonna do the wheel for your last one?
Yeah, my last one's gonna do wheel, and I don't know who I want. I know there's a couple on here I don't think are going to go far, but let's see.
Well, why don't you read them off real quick?
Okay, so here's who's left.
Okay.
Angelina Kelly, Chrissy Hoffbeck, Colby Donaldson, Jenna Louise's daughter, Camila. How do you pronounce that?
Camila. I don't know how to spell her last name.
Yeah, it's Kyle Frazier, Mike White from the White Lotus.
Ooh.
And Ozzy, which
one
of my favorites, but I don't think he's going to do well. I don't know. And Rick Devens. So
Yeah.
Let's see who we got. Let's spin the wheel. All righty.
All right. I like it. Kyle.
Kyle Frazier. Okay.
I like that. So, listeners, your team is Angelina, Chrissy, Colby, Jenna, Mike, Ozzy, Rick, and Camilla.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. This is going to be a fun season. So we'll come back after the season's over and we'll go over our thoughts for season 50. Was it the best season ever? Did it fall flat on its face? Was this a good idea? Was this a bad idea? We'll go over all that and we'll declare who's the winner between Dan, myself, and the listeners.
Love it. I'm stoked. I'm super excited for this. Been waiting for this season for a long time. And I just think it has a lot of potential. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. Ken, the tribe has spoken.
Tune in tight, the mic's alive. Got the stories that'll make you thrive. From a galaxy far, far away to comic pages where heroes play.
If you have a brilliant idea for a future edition of The Solo Show and would like to take your turn in the guest host's chair, then drop us an email at thesoloshow01@gmail.com. Tell us about your idea for a show and we'll contact you about a date and a time for you to join us. If you would just like to keep the conversation going or have a comment about a previous show, then visit us on Facebook at The Solo Show. Don't forget to join us on YouTube, like us and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a new show. All logos, songs, music, and sounds that are made by and for Disney and its affiliates are owned by the Disney Corporation and are not, nor are they intended to be owned by the Solo Show podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.
Here's the Solo Show, let's dive in deep. Star Wars dreams and secrets to keep. Marvel heroes, the Muppets too. A world of wonder just for you. The force is strong, the laughs are real. Spinning tales that'll make you feel. From a Wookiee's roar to a hero's might, this podcast shines like a beacon bright. Miss Piggy's sass and Iron Man's flair, a Jedi's wisdom beyond compare. Through the airwaves the stories flow. Here's to the magic of the Solo Show. Here's the Solo Show, let's dive in deep. Star Wars dreams and secrets to keep. Marvel heroes, the Muppets too. A world of wonder just